Yeah. Leveled up.
Guests, remember to redeem all your prize tickets at the Nuka Cave before you head home. Located in Nuka Town, USA.
Hard to not let it
really
get
use
to
a
you
cigarette.
sometimes.
Next person that asked me to shag is getting a well-placed kick.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
Play your cards right, and we stand to make a whole lot of money.
There's a lot of people out here could use a hand.
Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of it. Strong getting hungry.
Well,
Want
you're not
someone
going to
eat.
need that stuff anymore.
So many humans. Not many super mutants.
Don't forget to stake out a good spot for the Fist Top Mountain Fireworks Spectacular this evening. Show starts promptly at 9 p.m.
I
The
gotta find
detective's life isn't an easy
all
one.
of this shit.
Barely lacks for
Strong
excitement.
getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
The things I'll do for a headline.
Strong want to smash something. Someday, super mutants kill everything.
All this walking's wearing me out.
Humans all look funny. Strong hope we find milk of humankind soon.
Keep leading, and I'll follow you. That was the deal, right?
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a second?
Tinker.
Diagnostic.
Strong boy.
Thanks. What did I miss?
This still looks cleaner than he plays back at the combat zone. We'd move faster if you kept your eyes on the road and off me arse.
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody.
So many humans. Not many super mutants.
What's the angle here?
So much walking. Want to do more fighting.
I've been told the Valentine Detective Agency signed
I'll kill
an
for a
eyesore.
drink.
But they
Why
should bring in a
bother?
business.
That's just right behind you. I toss it.
Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him.
Let's get this show on the road.
Let me know if there's anything I can do to lighten the load.
World is bigger than strong rule.
Protect something. We need to find out
Strong
what
want
it
to
is.
smash something.
The open road and a loaded weapon. Can't get much better than this.
I don't mind hoofing it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road.
Never thought a reporter could
Hey.
consider themselves
What's up, boss?
a success
Well,
until
I'll be
someone
damned.
threatened
You
that.
actually did it. Nuka World is ours. All of it.
Why are you acting surprised?
Hey, no disrespect, boss. You've just got to understand, we ain't ever been on ground this solid before. Now that we're here, let's keep this party going. I'm thinking it's time we set our sights on the Commonwealth.
I think I like where you're going with this.
Yeah, I kind of figured you would. Taking back Nuka World is a big friggin' deal, no question. But it can't be the end of things. Needs to be a beginning. These bunch of savages need a goal, something to focus on. If they ain't got it, they'll wind up turning on each other. In an operation this big, we're gonna need more of, well, everything. Nobody's gonna hand it to us. We need to take it. Commonwealth has a ton of shitty little settlements that could be put to better use. Don't you think?
Sounds like you've had this plan from the beginning.
The ideas crossed my mind, sure. But I'm just making suggestions here. You're the one that needs to give the go-ahead. We don't gotta rush into this headlong. We take it slow. Be smart about it. If we're aiming to grab a piece of the Commonwealth, it's going to take the right contacts and a lot of muscle. Right? I say we go have ourselves a chat with Shank. He's the point man for everything entering and leaving Nuka World. He floated this idea before. Been itching to talk to you ever since you took over. So I bet he's got a good idea of where to start. He's in charge of the caravan, so odds are you can find him somewhere near the marketplace.
If you're vouching for this Shank guy, that sounds good enough to me.
Yeah, sure. How else do you think he ended up at the top of my Christmas list? Just head over and talk to the guy. He'll back up what I'm saying about the Commonwealth. And while you're doing that, I've already got the gangs working on getting Nuka World's power plant up and running. It's about time we shed some real light around here and let people know we mean serious business. Oh, and if you need my advice and you want me to keep tagging along, you've got it.
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems. You only have to look around to see where that
Not me.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps.
This is a far cry from working with the gunners. Glad that's behind me.
Too many folks these days count on violence to solve their problems.
Hard
You
to
only have to
believe
look
I'm rolling
around
with
to
my
see
own
where that
funeral
goes.
well.
World is bigger than strong rule.
Floor and outside the galactic cube.
All this walking's wearing
4
me out.
within and 5 outside.
Walk 100 miles if I knew there was a pile of caps waiting for me at the end.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
Hey, you mind keeping an eye out for a sec? Thanks. What'd I miss?
Rather be off murdering a pint. But this'll do.
You point, and I'll shoot. Pretty simple arrangement.
Attention guests.
Someday,
The last outbound tram to the Nuka World Transit Center will be leaving the park promptly at 11:55 p.m. Thank you.
I'm getting hungry. Want someone to eat? Fist was weak leader. Strong, glad to be rid of him.
Most folks are just looking for a hand. All we gotta do is...
Nuka World's Great Halloween Spooktacular will begin next week. Reserve your tickets for this nighttime event at the main box office.
Who do you think actually won the war? Nobody, I guess.
Axis to grind. Hell, I have a ton of them.
I don't ask for much.
I'm
Just
gonna
need
have
a
to
full
go
bottle.
figure this out later.
And some bones to break.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
Word
So
is,
many
super
humans.
mutants just hit the
Not
place.
many super
They're still
mutants.
trying to rebuild. Should be easy
Stronghold, we
pickings.
find milk
If
of
there's
human
anything
kindness
left.
soon.
How good is this source of yours?
It's good, Shank. I don't bring you bullshit.
And I'd
Humans
like to
all
keep
look
it that
funny.
way. Here, earn this.
There's a story
Anything
here.
else you
Real
find out?
Shank, you'll be the first to
So
know.
many
Well,
humans.
look
Not
who it
many
is.
super mutants.
Liking what you've done with the place, boss. The gang certainly seem pleased with their new little kingdoms. Haven't seen people this revved up since last time someone spiked the water fountains. Never formally introduced myself. Name's Shank. And if you're standing here, well, I suppose Gage figured you might be the one to finally get things back on track. How long it take him to convince you it was time to move on the Commonwealth?
It sounded like a good idea.
Because it is. Giving the gang spots to call their own around the park, it bought you some goodwill. But providing them with their own domains, carved from the settlements of the Commonwealth, well, I can't think of a better way to solidify your place around here. Plus, make us all a pretty penny along the way. If that interests you, well, all you've got to do is say the word, and we can let the fun begin.
Okay, let's get started.
Music to my ears. So getting us set up in the Commonwealth's gonna require 3 things: territory, provisions, and loyalty. First things first, territory. We're gonna need to claim a settlement for our gang to work from, an outpost. And there are 2 ways to claim new territory. You can head in yourself and convince the locals to leave, or I can get a crew together and you all can put them in the dirt. How you do it is up to you. So, first big decision. You want to talk them off their land, or you want to wipe them out?
Let me talk to them. I'll convince them to leave.
Works for me. Once you've planted your flag in the place, I'll send a crew in to set up shop. Now, next up, you'll have to pick who you want to hold your outpost once it's established. Of course, every outpost you claim for a gang is going to be something the other gangs don't have. And none of them like the thought of their rivals getting a leg up on them. Worth thinking over as you dole out more territory. So, which gang should I have join you once you've staked your claim?
The disciples.
Yeah? Better bring a tarp. That just leaves the target. Now for a new outpost, you'll usually want to target a spot with plenty of populated settlements nearby that might be able to feed our people later on. Taffington Boathouse, Croup Manor, Greentop Nursery, the Slog all had a good number of farms within striking distance last I checked. Though I'll need to go through my notes again. Make sure they're all still good to target. We're not always going to be able to run every job against every settlement. So, you ready to pick the spot for Nuka World's first new homestead?
I'm ready.
Good. So, where you want to do this? Wait, pretty sure that place is one of yours, boss. That's where you want to hit?
Actually, I changed my mind.
Of course. You want to give me another target? Or did you maybe want to change up the job?
Let's do a different target.
You got it. So, what's the target? Yup, that place'll do. So, to get these folks to scram, you got two main options. Buy them out, or scare them off. Either way, the more afraid they are, the simpler or cheaper getting them gone will be. Lizzie Wyeth over with the operators should have some toys that'll make running them off easier. And it's worth keeping in mind, the more populated or fortified a place is, the more prep you're gonna want to do before trying to run them off. But ultimately, it's up to you, boss. Good luck.
Anytime you want me to carry some of that valuable
It ain't
gear
easy
you're
keeping
lugging,
the zoo.
just,
We all do our part.
just let me know.
Strong hope we find. Milk of human kindness.
I don't care to talk much. Get me into trouble.
Ain't no one sad about Coulter. Just don't screw this up.
Enough of this slog. Just point us to the nearest watering hole.
Strong. I'm getting hungry. Want someone to eat.
Please, just don't hurt me.
You see a lot of folks at their worst in my line of work. Hard to not let it get to you sometimes.
Man, I've been getting the shakes bad. Haven't slept in days.
Stays hidden forever. Some of that not a vibe.
Nuka World! I've always dreamed of coming here, and now I finally made it! This place is amazing, don't you think?
Yeah, I guess it is pretty impressive.
It sure is. You can just imagine the children, smiling and happy, all drinking Nuka-Cola and having the time of their lives. It must have been magical. The name's Sierra Petrovita. I traveled all the way from the capital wasteland to visit this place. Maybe you've heard about my Nuka-Cola museum?
Nope, never heard of it.
Well, it's a long way from here, so I guess that's not surprising. Well, I'd stay and chat some more, but I've gotta get back to my search.
I could help you out if you want.
Oh, no thanks. I kind of need to keep this a secret. It's really important to me, and I just don't know you very well.
I'll keep your secret. You can trust me.
Well... Okay. To be honest, I'm so excited I can barely keep it in. It'll be a relief to finally tell someone. I guess you could think of me as the world's biggest Nuka-Cola fan. I've been obsessed with this stuff since the first time I tasted it. I collect all the merchandise I can find, like these awesome Cappy glasses I'm wearing. But these aren't just ordinary sunglasses. They were part of a really cool contest that started just before the war. And oh my gosh. And the winner of the contest would get to meet the famous John Caleb Bradburton himself.
Bradburton. I remember that name. He was the guy who invented Nuka-Cola, right?
Exactly! Wow, not a lot of people know that. At least not anymore. So, to win the contest, you had to find 10 images of Cappy, the Nuka-Cola mascot, hidden throughout the park. Each image has part of a code or something, and only these special glasses can reveal it. Now I know what you're thinking. Bradburton's long gone. Who cares about the contest anymore? Well, I'm betting that somewhere in his office is the original Nuka-Cola formula. That formula was one of the great mysteries of the soft drink world, and it would be the crown jewel of my collection. If you can help me get it, I promise it'll be worth your while.
Sure, why not? Might learn more about the park while I'm at it.
Good point. You're new here after all. You should learn everything you can. I'll give you my Cappy glasses and this old contest holotape. It's got hints about where to find the hidden Cappies. Just track down the clues, and then come back to me once you've found them all. I'm an expert in all things Nuka-Cola, so I'm sure I'll be able to decipher it. Happy hunting!
I don't mind hoofing it as long as there's some excitement at the end of the road.
Mags and William normally have me.
World is bigger than strong new.
Understanding the operators ain't hard. You know how to live. The other guys, dying is more their strong suit.
The operators were used by one overboss. I don't plan on that happening again.
Hey there.
Overboss, a pleasure. Shank said you might need some tools to ease relations with the people of the Commonwealth. Well, you've come to the right place. I've put together a couple of toys that should make getting what you want out of those rubes easier. Only thing we ask in return is that you remember the operators when you're handing out new territory on the other side of the mountains.
Don't worry. Your gang will be taken care of.
Wonderful. So, first up, something to manipulate a target. It's a homemade distillation brewed to mimic human flight pheromones. Toss one of these grenades at the feet of your target, and convincing the wary settler suddenly becomes a much simpler affair. Now, to function effectively, I had to make the formula precise. So it's not going to work on people in any of the big towns like Bunker Hill or Diamond City, nor on caravanners. But for your purposes, hitting settlements out in the Commonwealth, it ought to give you a serious edge.
Take any advantage I can get.
Well, this should give you one. Here. Only had enough to make the one locally. But you can take the recipe as well, should you find yourself wanting more. So, the other trick up our sleeve is a little more broad spectrum than the grenades. Gulp down a couple lungfuls, and anyone you speak to will be far more apt to give you what you want. Plus, I've winnowed down the addiction risk to near zero, so no need to fear repeat usage. Here, ingredients for that one have been tricky to find, but between that and the grenade, you should have no problem getting at least one settlement under your control before you have to brew up your own. And just remember us when you're crushing those poor settlers underfoot, hmm?
Someday, super mutants kill everything.
Sure could use a drink. Gotta be some liquor around here somewhere.
Humans all look funny. Fist was weak leader. Strong glad to be rid of him.
The detective's life isn't an easy one, but it rarely lacks for excitement.
Hey, just wanted to say, no hard feeling. All right?
Strong want to smash something.
It's okay. I get it.
Thank God. If it's any consolation, I'm glad you made it. I lost my real family when Coulter and his gangs took this place from us. Now, these traitors are all I have left. They're my family now. Every time Coulter sent me out to lure people into the gauntlet, I didn't have a choice. I had to do it, or he'd kill someone I cared about. I'm just sorry you had to get caught up in all this.
It's all right, Harvey. I understand.
Good to hear, boss. Never figured I'd find myself in this situation before. I thought for sure I'd be a goner. Well, better get back to it.
What I wouldn't give for a good stiff drink.
Strong want to smash something. Strong hope we find milk of human kindness soon.
You point, I'll shoot.
So many humans, not many super mutants.
Been too long since I picked a fight.
Nice being on the move again. Fewer paper cuts than back home.
Humans all look funny.
Walk 100 miles.
Strong
Pile of halfway
The detective's life isn't an easy one. Rarely lacks.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
I'm guessing that reminds
Let
you
me
of the
know if
old
there's
days.
anything I can do to lighten the load. Or, you know.
Nothing's more satisfying than a smoking gun and a pocket full of caps.
World is bigger than Strong knew.
Open road and a loaded weapon. It's better than this.
Excuse me, gentle ma'am. Are you happy? Truly happy?
I think I'm fairly happy.
Then you are not truly and completely happy. I can show you the path to true happiness. The path to enlightenment through hubology. It can relieve you of your burdens, help you find the true happiness you so desperately want. It can also unlock the true potential of your mind, giving you great mental powers.
What is hubology?
Hubology is the science of unlocking the full potential of the human mind. It brings true happiness and peace to those that walk its long path. Dara is much better at explaining this. She's an AHS 9. Come with me and she can answer all your questions.
That sounds good. Show me the path to true happiness.
If you truly meant what you say, come with me. I will introduce you to the others and you can take your first alignment.
Someday, super mutants kill
This way.
everything.
Hubology has given me inner peace and expanded my mind. It can do the same for you. Phil does the alignments that rid your body of polluting neurodynes. After we talk to Dara, we should go see him. Dara asked me to bring any mercenary types to her
someone
first.
to eat.
You definitely look like you know how to handle yourself.
Strong glad to be rid of him. Humans all look
There are 6 of us
funny.
right now, but I'm trying to recruit more members like yourself.
I'd kill for a drink. Think of it, I have.
I've tried talking to the raiders in the Nuka World Park, but they were not receptive to the potential benefits of hubology. Dara says we need more people for the next step of the plan. I probably shouldn't have said that. Just forget what I said.
Strong glad to be rid of him.
What's the angle here?
Strong want to smash something.
Ooh.
Strong hope we find milk of humankind soon.
Next person that asks me to shag is getting a well-placed kick.
So many humans, not many super mutants.
Anything I can do? You just say the word.
So much walking. Want to do more fighting?
I see you brought me a new recruit. Thank you, Cleansed. If you've come seeking answers to life's great questions, Hubology has them. While I sincerely hope you'll join us, even if you don't, I'm in need of a person of action.
Hubology? What is that?
Before the Great War, a brilliant writer named Dick Hubble invented a process for expanding the human mind. Through the process of alignment, he was able to give his followers great mental powers. I am his direct descendant and keeper of all his secrets, collectively known as Hubology. If you are really
Why
interested
did they make
in
you follow
joining us,
Scientology? Hey,
go
Furry.
speak to Phil about
I'm doing
having
okay,
an
you?
alignment. We can help you find inner peace and happiness. We can help you
How are you
master
doing,
the
man?
amazing powers of the mind.
I'm always for hire if the price is right.
Good. We need spacesuits, like the one I'm wearing. I'll pay you 200 caps for 5 of them. I've learned that there are some in the galactic zone of Nuka World. I lost 2 followers trying to get them ourselves. I'm hoping you'll have
That's
more
good, man.
luck.
I've already got them.
Hub's blessing. It was truly fated that we meet. Here is your payment. There is something else, though. We need to take control of the spaceship in the junkyard. Will you help us?
Together, we can capture that spaceship.
I knew I could count on you. Let's go tell the others. Everyone gather. Form the wheel.